Tonight at Comerica Park, the Detroit Tigers begin a 3-game series with the first-place Minnesota Twins. As you know, the Tigers are currently in third place, 4.5 games out of first place, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
So I think this is a huge series for the Tigers. They need to win this series. Now, granted, if they win 2 games to 1, they'll only pick up 1 game in the standings. But, conversely, you don't want to go into Texas where they'll be fortunate to win to split the series.
Right, because they got 4 in Texas.
Yeah, they got 4 in Texas. So if you go into Texas down 5.5 games, it's not looking really good as far as your aspirations go heading into, the rest of your season. Now, granted, they're at Colorado, who's playing poor, but it's still on the road after that. And then Oakland comes here, right? So that should help matters.
Yeah, and if you're going to view it on TV, tonight, just be aware, it's on ESPN+.
Oh.
And obviously you can listen into it here. Right, where's that, Stoney?
That'd be 97.1 The Ticket, the main deal.
Yeah, so it's, you don't want them, obviously, to get swept. You want them, the goal is to sweep the Twins. They're at home. You want to, at a minimum, like A.J. Hinch said when he came on here, when they were talking about Kansas City, hey, the goal is to win the series.
Just win a series.
Win the series against Minnesota. The goal against Texas, at a minimum, should be to split it, as you said, and continue to edge closer to whoever might be in the lead of the division.
Now, our goal in the Texas series would be to split. Their goal should still be to win that series.
Correct. At a minimum.
Yes.
You want to be able to split it.
Yeah.
I would love to know how AJ's handling this today. Like how he handled it after Wednesday's game and then how he's into today. Is there a little bit more being put on this?
Because it's the Twins.
I want to know if the team – I want to know inside the clubhouse, does the team –
feel pressure to win this game?
Not pressure, but no, this is our
urgency.
Chance.
Yeah,
this is our chance because I do think you get into late June and
I know.
This is when teams start to pull away sometimes in situations like this. And if you go in and you get 2 or 3 or sweep them, man, all of a sudden, like you said, just getting a split and the goal, like you said, the goal is to win every game. But
yes.
I think going into it, there needs to be a sense of urgency. That has to come from AJ. How he manages the game will also show us what that sense of urgency is. And if things don't go the Tigers' way, the message from him will be, hey, it's 1 of 162.
Right.
We got a whole lot more.
And there's not a bullpen game being scheduled this series. Right. It's Wentz, Olsen, and Lorenzen in these 3 games.
I mean, you get if somehow they pull off the sweep, now you've really created some energy, and who knows, the Guardians could be in first by then.
Who do they play this weekend? They play Boston again?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
My thing is they're 9. The Tigers are 9 or 8 under right now. Whatever. They're
8 under, I believe.
So, all right, I think under 500 is in play to win the division.
Absolutely,
because of the new schedule with the division not playing each other as much. I think 79 wins is kind of where I'd circle it right now.
Yeah.
You got to start picking up a little bit here and doing it, picking up games directly against the competition you're wanting to chase is the easiest way to do it. I think creating a belief, and then at that point, what if they, let's just hypothetically, what if they swept them? The feeling coming in here is it's on.
Assuming like Cleveland doesn't take over first place.
So Cleveland has Milwaukee for 3.
Yeah.
They've got the Brew Crew, then they've got Kansas City for 3 in Kansas City.
But let's say they do sweep the series, and Monday morning we come in here, and they're a game and a half out of first place. Going to Texas would maybe be a buzzkill, but I think the interest would be ramped up a little bit. I'm curious to see what kind of attendance they get tonight or for the series. That they actually, is it going to be better because they're actually in a race? And, I'm getting sick of the fact that we have to tell people because they hate, they're not very good. We know they're not good. This is just because of the situation they're in. We know that if they were in any other division in baseball, we wouldn't even be close to having this discussion.
Well, if they're going to do this, I'll go back to the win total thing. I think you're going to have to win 79, 80 games minimally. So you got to start picking it up. And if you do it directly here, you buy yourself some games to maybe have a stumble in Texas. But then you got the Rockies and A's, and you should get 4 out of 6 there. You get to the All-Star break, and you're still sitting 1, 2, even 3 out. And you will start picking up bodies. You're going to get Erod. You're eventually going to get Green. You're eventually going to get Scooble.
Yes.
And
Manning.
Guys, if this is going to happen, or we're going to at least flirt with it,
right?
This is how it starts to happen. You can't keep sitting in the hole 5-6 games.
No, and let's have fun with it. We know what it is, but it's certainly more fun to have a team that's a game and a half, 2 games out, even 3 games out of first place, no matter what the record. Would you? Here's the thing, and I was going to put this in our prep, but maybe we'll save it, but I'm going to bring it up right now. Would you rather have a crappy record like they have and be 3 games out of first place, let's say, okay, or have a really good record, but you're in a good division and you're like 7 or 8 games out and you're not even, maybe 5 games out of a wild card? I'm sorry. I'd rather be where the Tigers are, where they have a chance to win the division.
Would you want the Lions to win the division at 7-10 this year?
Hell yes.
That's a playoff home game.
Yes.
Same thing applies to the Tigers.
Right. Tampa, what was Tampa, 8-9 last year?
Yeah.
Okay. They won the division.
They hosted a playoff game.
Yeah, they lost, but they hosted a playoff game.
Yeah. I mean, we'll talk about the scenario you just mentioned, the Yankees or Blue Jays, right? They are both right now 7 games above 500. The Yankees are 41-34, yet they're 9.5 back of first place.
Yes. Look, every team, I think there's like 18 teams in baseball that would be in first place if they were in the American League Central. That's irrelevant.
Probably more than that.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. It's just, just win the division and move on.